marshals, I do need you guys out here. I do have one, it looks like. If I could get Lucas, these would be my mini B drivers. West, hey John. Thanks, buddy. There's Lucas, we got John. Will 3 be fine for 2 cars? Yeah? Alrighty. I would think. Alright, drivers. It'll be Max in the number 1 spot with Braxton in the 2. All set and ready? Oh. Alright, drivers, you are lined up and ready to go. Marshals are in place on the tone in less than 5. Love the throttle discipline. Nobody jumping. But we both do go into the wall right off the start. A little sharp on that turn. Stuck on the opposite side of the table. Does make it over, though. It is the buggy breaking away with that early lead. Slash left. I love you more. I will see you next time. Got you. Drive safe. I love you. 40 seconds into it with 4:20 to go. It is the buggy Braxton hanging tough up front. Gunmetal and blue, I believe. You're number 2. Max running in the black and white. I believe it's the stock slash. One minute in, drivers. 1 minute in. It's Braxton running that 19 in the 510. Max a 10 in the 510. A caution out on the front stretch on that tire. All clear. Got our buggy cooling around the track. Braxton running that 17 in the 514. Max a 10 in the 524. Oh, we got a wrong way driver.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes remaining now, drivers. 3 minutes to go. It is Braxton doing circles out there. Do be sure we follow the direction of traffic as it should go. Max running that number 2 spot, 10 in the 524. Caution off that last jump. All clear. It's all good, Max. You got it. Very nice.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remaining now, drivers. 2 minutes to go. It is Braxton hanging tough. That is your gunmetal and blue buggy coming up on the backstretch. Max running the number 2 spot. Running the black and white slash. Caution out there on that 4th jump. All clear. Turn over out there on the left-hand side, clear off the left. Braxton out here in that buggy running a 13.7 fast lap. Max in the slash a 27.9. Oh, and he is out of here under the field. Gets back. Everything A-okay with it. Very nice.
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds now, drivers. It's the final 60. Braxton hanging tough. Max in the number 2. Stock slash heat 1, race 2 coming up next. Stock slash heat 1, race 2 coming up next.
45 seconds left.
Ooh, and now it's Max who's out on the bottom left-hand side off that last one. All clear now, though.
30 seconds left.
Ooh, a straight shot right into the second jump. Truck does bounce up, but we are now stuck in the center. 20 seconds remain at drivers. 20 seconds to go. A turnover for our leader off. Double
15
caution on the left-hand
left.
side now. It's a double. Bring it on around for one more lap, guys. One more lap. Caution out in the center.
Braxton Brummett done.
There's Braxton.
Max Laurie
And
done.
there's Max. Braxton for the win of 15 in the 513. Max at 10 in the 530. Coming at you guys live now. Look for stock/E1 race 2. Lucas, Cameron, Clayton, Keith, and John. If I get 4 volunteer turn marshals to the track,
Clayton Schultz.
if I get Braxton and 3 volunteers, Braxton and 3 will be all set, ready to go.
Keith Schlitz. Cameron Wright. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Like,
45 seconds to the start of the race.
this is like an Odo model, so I'm thinking about
30 seconds to the start of the race.
yeah, awesome.
15 seconds to the start of the race. John Dushan.
Sorry about that, drivers. 1, 2, 3. I do have all 4 marshals. Very cool. Ooh. And all the drivers checked in. Let's get them lined up. Meet me on the backstretch. It'll be Lucas in the 1, Cameron in the 2, Clayton 3, Keith 4, John in the 5. Are we happy there? Alrighty, drivers, we are all lined up and ready to go. Your marshals are in place. Stock slashers on the tone in less than 5. And they're off, starting in that straight line formation. The throttle discipline is there, running 3 wide as we come off of that first table, all back into the straight. And it's a 3-car pileup, 2 getting stuck off of that first donut, 3 now running away with it. Black and white Fox, red and black Traxxas, followed by the red, white, and blue. I believe that is Clayton in the black and white, followed by Keith, and then John. Yes, indeed. It is Clayton coming off that early lead. Keith breathing on the bumper. John running in the number 3 spot, red, white, and blue with those blue X's. We've got Lucas in that number 4. Caution off on the left-hand side. Our number 2 turns over. All clear. Caution center field. All clear in the middle. Now drivers all clear. Everyone's still on that lead lap, but a race for first underway coming up off that 3rd jump now. Number 3 now hitting the 3rd jump. Less than 1 second trailing the leaders. Keith looking for a line. He's going outside. No, he's going in. Oh, directly into his body. 2 leaders stuck together. John coming in. He gets stuck. John now taking the lead. And it's a 3-way out there for the lead. No, John turning over. Keith and all 3 of the leaders stuck. Oh, we love it. I think it's a red, white 72 out front now. Everybody on the lead lap. Cameron now leading. Lucas in the number 2 spot. Keith 3, Clayton 4, John 5. Leaders coming up the center now. Everyone on the lead lap. A minute 30 into the race now. Drivers 1:30 in. Back into that straight line formation. We saw it at the beginning of the race. We're seeing it yet again. Lucas is hanging tough out there. Lucas the leader. The Hawaiian style or rock and roll, whatever they're calling that one. Oh, a little wide off on the left-hand side. Red, white 72. And he manages to get back in. Very nicely done. Beginning to see a little bit more separation out here on the field now, but it is Lucas out front. Keith in the number 2 spot. John running in the 3. Cameron in the 4. And Clayton
left
in the 5. 2 minutes now, drivers. 3 minutes remain. 2 in, 3 to go. Leader coming up off that last tabletop. You're number 2 coming on the 3rd jump. I still have everyone on the lead lap. Our leader has not made it by anybody, so anyone can take the lead at this point. About halfway there now. 2:30 to go, drivers. 2:30. Very nicely done, John. The leader barrel rolling off of the table does give Keith an opportunity to close that gap just a little bit further. Going on the bottom side of the field, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We have Clayton moving up to the 3 spot, Cameron into the 4, John down to the 5. Keith off of the leader by 2.8 seconds. Clayton trailing Keith 3.3.
2 minutes left.
Cameron 1.3 behind Clayton. John 0.4 behind Cameron. Lucas turning over off the first jump. Keith capitalizing. Keith now taking the lead. Lucas does get turned back before the number 3 comes around. Lucas hanging tough in 2nd. Keith now your leader, black and red, coming around the backstretch. I think this is our 4th or 5th lead change in this race. Very tight. Got 5 very evenly matched competitors out here. Keith running that 14.9 second fast lap. Lucas also a 14.9. Caution out there in the center off the 3rd jump. Watch out in the middle. All clear. Thank you for letting the leader go by. Greatly appreciate you. Lucas running that 14.9 fast lap. Clayton on a 15.3. Cameron a 15.7. John a 15.4.
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds coming at you live, drivers. Final 60. It is Keith, your leader, 19 in the 5.16. He's shooting down the backstretch across the strike. Lucas running the number 2 spot, 18 in the 5.0. That rock and roll body out there. Clayton in the 3, black and white
left.
Fox, and 18 in the 5.04. Cameron, 18 in the 5.14. and John, the 17, in the 505. Coming up next, drivers, four-wheel drive short course. Heat 1, race 3, four-wheel drive short course. Coming up next.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds now, drivers, 30 seconds. Stay fast, stay calm, stay clean. Oh my goodness. Lucas is breathing on the bumper of the leader right now. We are indeed having a
15
race for
seconds
first as we end. He's looking for a line on him. Bumps his. Oh no, he gets stuck on the tire. Do watch the use of reverse out there. All clear in the field. Oh no, it's not. One caution off that fourth, but all clear now, drivers. Bring it on around till you hear your
Clayton
name.
George
There's
Dunn.
Clayton.
John Dushin Dunn.
John. Everyone else is still alive. Bring it on around.
Cameron Wright Dunn.
Cameron.
Keith Schlins Dunn.
Keith and Lucas Soren off of the first. Keith for the win, a 19 in the 511. Lucas 19 in the 511, 400ths of a second off of him. Clayton an 18 in the 501. Cameron an 18 in the 509. And John the 17 in the 501. Four-wheel drive short course coming at you live. We're looking for Beckett, Chris, and Weston. Beckett, Chris, and Weston. Marshals, if I could have Keith, Lucas, Clayton, and Cameron. Keith, Lucas, Clayton, and Cameron will be all set and ready to go for the
Russell.
marshals.
Chris Russell. One minute to the start of the race.
Weston, what are we driving?
45
Yellow and
seconds
no,
to
it's
the start of
orange.
the race.
It's orange, right? Okay. I'm colorblind, I'll be honest. All right, I gotcha.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Weston McCarty.
Alrighty, drivers,
15
I have
seconds to
everybody
the start of
checked
the race.
in. I do have all four marshals. Keep them rolling, keep them going. Get the separation you require to run the cleanest race you possibly can. You cross on the right-hand side, and you will be live after the tone. There's the tone. Beckett, you are live. Weston, you are live. And Chris is live. Everybody's live. Everybody's racing. Do have a lot of separation out there on the field. That's exactly what we want. Nice separation for those fast, clean laps. We are beginning to see one group form out on the backstretch coming on the first table now. All right, we're about 50 seconds in. Caution off that first jump. We are turned around off the wall, but we do get ourselves turned back around. It's 1 minute in now with 4 to go. It is Beckett
4
coming off with
minutes
that early lead, a 25 in the 505. Chris running that 24 in the 505. Weston a 23 in the 50. Coming back onto the field now. It is a lot of separation for our drivers, promising for those nice, fast, clean laps. Bear rolling off of that second jump in the center now. Orange and black running into some trouble, but all clear for him now. With 3:35 to go, drivers 3:35 to go. Everybody on their own times. Do be careful out there. You do not physically have to be passed to lose and gain a position. Caution off on the second jump. Does get out of it, though. Very nice. 3:20 remaining now, drivers. 3:20 to go. Beckett still hanging tough as your leader. I believe that is black and yellow coming up the middle now off the third jump. Chris running in the number 2. Black and gold in the truck. C10, I believe. Weston running that 3 spot, shooting down the back, black and orange. Beckett running that 25 in the 511. Chris a 23 in the 509. Weston the 22 in the 50.
3 minutes left.
2 minutes in with 3 to go, drivers. 3 minutes remain. Still plenty of time. Bear rolling off on the left-hand side. All clear, though. Very nice. Sending it a little bit too far. Weston soars off the 3rd jump onto the back. Does manage to get back into traffic without injuring anyone else's vehicles.
Minutes left.
2 minute mark now, drivers. You got 2 minutes remaining. It is Beckett, that 25 in the 511, an 11.9 second fast lap. Chris, the 23 in the 502, a 12.2. And Weston, a 23 in the 506, a 12.0. Bear rolling off on the left-hand side yet again. All clear. Do watch out for the single marshal out there. Clear for the marshal. On the back left, wide, wide, wide. Very nice, driver. All clear. Ooh, our number 2 out in the center, 2-wheeling. Final 60 seconds coming into live now, drivers. Final 60. It's roughly 60. I've still got somebody out there now who's just now got 1 minute remaining. It is Beckett hanging tough, your leader, a 24 in the 503. He slowed down just a wee bit, but he can still get faster. Chris running that 23 in the 50. Weston a 22 in the 50. 36 seconds to go. Chris is only 8 seconds off of Beckett. Still plenty of time.
30 seconds left.
Well, not plenty, but enough. Do not slow down when you hear the tone, drivers. You will all be alive. Everyone will still be alive when the tone sounds, so keep on racing. Coming up next is the Modified Short Course Heat 1 Race 4. Modified Short Course Heat 1 Race 4 coming up next. Keep on racing till you hear your name, drivers.
Weston McCarty.
Beckett is finished. There's Weston. Keep going, Chris. You're still alive. You made it for another one. It's pretty impressive, too. Like, it said 5 minutes right when you crossed. You got it like right on the nose. And that's the race. Chris is finished. Beckett for the win, a 24 in the 502. Chris, a 24 in the 512. Got a little extra oomph at the end there. And Weston, a 22 in the 50. Coming to live now, drivers. Modified Short Course Heat 1 Race 4. Looking for Beckett again. Lucas and Chris again. Beckett, Lucas, and Chris. Marshals to the track for me, please. If I could have Weston and 3 volunteers. Weston and 3 volunteers.
One minute to the start of the race. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race.
Alright.
Beckett Russell.
We've got Beckett checked in and ready to go. Ooh, Wheelie Town. Here comes
Luke
Lucas.
Burr.
Thank you, Lucas. Looking for 2 volunteers, if I can have them. 2 volunteers. I've got all the marshals. Awesome. My last driver is a back-to-back. And he's on his way.
Chris Russell.
Do you want a warm-up lap, Chris? You're a smart guy. Wow. Yeah, it is. Dang it. Alrighty, guys. Get them rolling. Get them going. Get the separation you require to run the cleanest race you possibly can. You cross on the right-hand side after the tone, and you will be live. There's the tone. There's Lucas. He's live. There's Beckett and Chris. We're all live. We're all racing. Do you remember, drivers, you are all still on your own clock, so you do not have to pass anybody to gain a position. You do not have to be passed. Caution off that first jump. I got a carpet pulled over. Ooh, nose turn. Hey, I like it. Thank you very much. He did like a little twirl off his nose. Like style points, I give you plus 12. That was cool. All right, coming up the middle now, I have all 3 drivers bunching up in a straight line formation. A little bit of a barrel roll off of the third jump, my apologies. It is Beckett the leader, 22 in the 5.0. Chris, 22 in the 5.03, 0.3 seconds off of his time. Lucas, an 18
left.
in the 5.12. 1 minute down with 4 to go. Now drivers, 1 down, 4 to go. Believe it's your leader shooting down the backstretch, black, blue, and white. Your number 2 right on the bumper, red, white, and orange. 1/100th of a second off of his time. Now with them running in this location, Chris gets the lead right there. Chris now the leader. Becker running in the 2 spot. Chris running just ever so slightly more faster, more consistent. There goes Beckett. They're fighting back and forth for it. He is 0.007 seconds off of Beckett. 3 minutes to go now, drivers. You're 2 minutes in. It is Beckett.
3 minutes.
No,
left.
it's Chris. 23 in the 5.11. Oh, they both get stuck. Chris gets stuck just a little bit longer, though. This should be an advantage for Beckett, but I might be reading it wrong. So Chris had a 2-second advantage before the accident. Now he is trailing 1.6 seconds. Becker running at 22 in the 5.03. Chris a 22 in the 5.08. Lucas a 20 in the 5.12. But Chris, just like that, 0.08 of a second off of his time. Those fast, consistent laps is what you guys are looking for out there. Chris now catching all the way back up to Beckett, looking for a line on him. He is
2 minutes
breathing
left.
on the bumper. Ooh, Beckett's bumper catching something. I don't know what it caught, but it caught something. A minute 50 remaining. I missed your 2-minute mark. It is Chris, your leader. 22 now. Chris now the leader. 22 in the 503. Caution now left-hand side. Before the third. All clear. Beckett running second. 22 in the 503. 0.09 seconds off of Chris's time. Lucas 20 in the 507. Very tight racing still going up midfield. Coming off the third jump. Wide on the left. Wide, wide, wide. Very nice, guys. Very nice. Carpet again on that first jump. I'm so sorry, Marshall. I'll fix that after this one. I don't know why I'm calling you Marshall. I know your name. Your name's Weston. Thank you, Weston.
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds coming at you live now, drivers. Final 60. The leaders are shooting down the backstretch. Your number 3 shooting up the middle on the third jump. Oh my goodness, Chris, you are breathing on the bumper, almost sitting on him. Chris, your leader, running that 22 in the 502.
45
Your number
seconds
2.
left.
Black, white, and blue shooting down the backstretch. 22 in the 503. Lucas, a 20 in the 515, coming up the third jump, blue and yellow. Roughly 30 seconds to go, drivers. Roughly 30. Do not slow down. When you hear the tone, you will
30
all
seconds
still be
left.
racing. Coming up next is a Stock Buggy Heat 1 Race 5. Stock Buggy Heat 1 Race 5. This is my first group of buggies. You guys can start making your way down. Barrel rolling. Our number 2 barrel rolling in the center off the left-hand side.
15 seconds left.
All clear now, drivers, all clear. Do watch out for the one Marshall on the field. Between our drivers now, we're looking at a lot of separation here. This is the first for us this race. We did have a group going the entire race. Now everyone with their own little fields. Keep on rolling, drivers. Keep on racing. Keep your pace. Do not slow down till you hear your name.
Chris Russell.
There's
done.
Chris. Oh my
Well
goodness.
done.
There's Beckett. I mean, Lucas. I meant Lucas,
Beckett,
my
Russell
bad.
done.
And there's Beckett. Chris for the win, a 22 in the 501. Beckett, a 22 in the 509. Lucas, a very jumpy ending, a 20 in the 510. Coming at you live now, driver stock buggy heat 1, race 5. Chris. Oh, Chris, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I did that to you. Chris, John, Kyle, and Peyton. Marshals to the track for me, please. If I could have Beckett, Lucas, and 2 volunteers. Beckett, Lucas, and 2 volunteers.
Kyle Brummett. Peyton Wright. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Chris Russell. John Dushan.
Quick feet, Chris. I like it. Very nice. He said heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Caution off the last jump, drivers. Wide on that last jump if you make it around. Oh, actually, hey, give me a second. I'm going to fix a carpet on that first table. Still looking for 2 marshals. 2 marshals.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Still looking for 2 marshals. I need 2 marshals. Do have all drivers and 2 other marshals. If I could get Lucas and 1 volunteer. I've got 1 volunteer. Thank you, good sir.
Oh, you can volunteer? Awesome. That's how you're there for? Sweet.
I've got another volunteer on the way to the convenience stores. Well, this isn't Speedway. Oh well. NDRC. Alrighty, drivers, get the separation you require. Oh, wait a minute. I got a marshal out there. Give him 1 second. Was the tape coming up? Is it still good? Still good? Awesome. Alrighty, guys. Let's go ahead and get this underway. Get the separation you require to run the cleanest race you possibly can. I'll wait for the marshal to get back in the corner. But make sure you have your separation. You guys will be running on your own times. John. Cross on the right-hand side after the tone, and you will be live. And you're live. You're all rolling. I've got John. I've got Kyle. There's Chris and Peyton. Everybody's live. Everybody's racing. Do have a lot of separation. I got 1 little group forming up in the middle off the 3rd jump, but everyone else running those solo lines. I know the people at home can't see it, but there's a Batman buggy out here. Whew, that was quick, Peyton. Very nice. Got a little Batman buggy out here in the black and yellow. If anyone at home want to screenshot and zoom in. Everyone with a very decent amount of separation on the field. Everyone running their solo lines looking very good. 40 seconds in with 4:20 to go. It is Kyle coming out with that. It's Chris and Kyle and John fighting for it. At the moment, I have Chris holding 24 in the 5:10, Kyle 24 in the 5:12, John 23 in the 5:03, Peyton a 22 in the 5:12.
4 minutes left.
1 minute now with 4 to go. It is Chris, that 12.7 second fast lap. Kyle matching him for a 12.7. John a 12.4. Caution off that second jump. Drivers wide. Stay wide off of it. All clear now, drivers. All clear. You have 1 marshal out on the right-hand side. All clear for the marshal now. Bear rolling off on the backstretch now. All clear. Our number 3 getting shot sideways. He was hundredths of a second off of Chris this time, but I think that may have set him back just a little bit. Just a wee bit, but he does retain the 3. He hangs tough in the number 3 spot with 3:20 to go. It is Kyle, your leader, hanging tough out there. I believe he's shooting down your backstretch. Blue and purple, if I'm not that colorblind. I think it's blue and purple. Chris running in the number 2 spot. Bear a caution off the first jump, drivers. First jump, first table. 2 misses. Very nice driving, guys. Very nice. We love the aversion to destruction.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes remaining now. 3 to go. You're 2 in. It is Kyle hanging tough. Purple and blue. Your number 2, Chris, coming off that first jump. Black, orange, and yellow. Your leader in trouble off the last jump. All clear. Caution on the 3rd jump. Now we're stuck in the wall. And the first, we're clear off the tire. Very nice. Oh, don't throw him. Oh, my goodness.
Did it slip? Did it slip? They're heavy. Well, I guess the buggies are a little lighter. I understand.
2:20 to go now, drivers. 2:20 to go. Kyle, your leader, hanging tough. 24 in the 5:11. Chris, a 23 in the 5:0. 1.3 seconds off of Kyle's time. With 2 minutes to go, it's still plenty of time for him to make a move. John running that 21 in the 5:09. Peyton, a 20 in the 5:02.
2 minutes left.
With 2 minutes to go, there is, oh, John clipping the chicane out in the center. He 2-wheels for a second, but he keeps his line. Very nice driving out of him. That's that black and yellow Batman buggy out there. 3 bunching up now. We got a group of 3. Caution on the tire now. 3rd jump, 3rd jump. Thank you, Marshall. Oh, at the strike. My apologies. All clear off the strike now. Drivers all clear. A minute 20 remains now. Drivers 1:20. Kyle coming in for a new fast lap. A 12:2. Chris 12:5. Peyton 13:0. John 12-4. That group of three running that straight line formation, shooting down the backstretch now. And then it is Chris running a solo line now, shooting
1
down the
minute
backstretch.
left.
He's got the line every. Oh, John trying to hold tight, let the leaders go by. We greatly appreciate it. Didn't work out too well, but we got around. 45 seconds to go now, drivers. Roughly 45.
seconds
Do
left.
not slow down when you hear the tone. All of you will still be alive. Kyle is your leader, 24 in the 5:09. Chris, 24 in the 5:10. 1.5 seconds off of his time. Peyton, a 20 in the 5:0. John, a 20 in the 5:10. Caution on the third jump now,
30
drivers.
seconds
Third jump,
left.
we're in a donut. Caution on the third jump now. Second clear. Third clear. Coming up next, driver Stock Buggy Heat 2, race number 6.
15 seconds
Stock
left.
Buggy Heat 2, race 6, coming up next. That straight line looking really good running down the backstretch there. Coming up the middle. Keep on going, drivers. Do not slow down. Keep your race pace. Keep going till you hear your name.
John Gushin done.
There's John. Everyone else still alive.
Kyle Brummett done.
There's Kyle.
Chris
There's
Russell done.
Chris. And
Peyton White
Peyton
done.
race over. Kyle for the win. A 24 in the 5:09. Chris a 24 in the 5:11. Peyton a 21 in the 5:12. And Johnny 20 in the 5:08. All right, drivers coming into live now. Stock Buggy Heat 2 race 6. Looking for Kenny, Mark, Clayton,
Clayton
and
Schwitz.
Keith. Kenny, Mark, Clayton, and Keith. If I could
Mark
have
Warrior.
Kyle, Chris, Peyton, and John.
Kenny
Kyle,
Barnett.
Chris, Peyton, and John will be all set and ready to go in the marshals.
Keith Schlitz. One minute to the start of the race.
Spit off my gum up here.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to
Looking
the
for
start
my
of the
other
race.
two marshals. I've got Peyton on the way. Just looking for Chris. Thank you, good sir. All the carpets stayed good, right? Ooh.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Hey, Clayton. What's your fast lap today? Like practice? What? Like by yourself or? Oh, okay. That'd be pretty cool still on 11.5. I want to see it. Alrighty, drivers, we have all four marshals. You're direct. Ooh, barrel rolling. Yeah, you're still good. Race hasn't started yet. I like the separation. Keep the separation. Get them rolling. Get them going. Get the separation you already got. Cross on the right-hand side. You will be live after the tone. And there's the tone. There's Mark. There's Clayton. Clayton rumored for that 11.5. Quick. There's Mark. I mean Kenny, my bad. And Keith. Everybody's live. Everybody's rolling. I swear one of those buggies just whistled as they went by. Got to be that fan, I would think. All right, we're 40 seconds in with 4:20 to go. Ooh, caution off the third on the rail. He grinds it, a little Tony Hawk action there. If that was on the game, it was probably like a 300-point grind. It looked pretty good. If he could have kick flipped off of it, though, that would have been a bonus. 3 cars now bunching up off the second jump. Coming on the third now, it is Clayton, your early leader. Keith running the 2. Mark 3, Kenny 4.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down with 3 to go. It's your first, second, and fourth driving up in the bunch together. I think your leader's in the orange and red. Caution off that third jump. Second jump, my bad. Second. I can't count. Wide, wide, wide. Driver stay wide. Caution off the first now on the first. All clear in the field now, drivers. All clear. My apologies on that wrong call. .320 now, drivers. Clayton running the 26 and the 511. Keith, the 23 and the 509. Kenny slipping into second, though, with that 23 and the 508. No, it is Keith with the 23 and the 508. Keith and Kenny fighting for the second place. Mark in the 4 at 21 and the 501. But Keith and Kenny throwing it back and forth. Keep those nice, fast, clean laps, guys.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes to go. Your leader coming off of that first jump. Clayton with an 11.6. Caution off the left-hand side. Tight off of the last jump. All clear. Clayton with that an 11.6. Keith a 12.3. Kenny a 12.4. Mark a 12.9. We've got almost 2 groups now, but sooner or later it'll be a full group of 4 with 2:15 to go now, drivers. 2:15. Your leader running that orange and red. Your number 2 running the blue and white, I believe, right? Yes. 2 minutes now, drivers. 2 minutes remain. Clayton that 26 in the 511. Getting a little faster there. Keith at 23 in the 50. Kenny at 23 in the 506. 2.9 seconds off of Keith's time. Mark the 22 in the 510. Caution off of that fourth jump now, driver. Back on the back stretch for him. Back on the back. Yes, indeed. Our number 2 shooting a little bit too wide there, coming off on this front stretch. He does get back over the wall. A-okay. And he's got Kenny now 5 seconds off of his time. Caution in the front now, drivers off the first jump. It's out. I think it's under. Nope, just on the backside. All clear. Final 60 seconds coming at you live, roughly. Do not slow down when you hear that tone. Wait till you hear your name. Very nice inside pass for Clayton on that front.
45 seconds left.
Hard smack on the backstretch wall, though. It does get turned around. Driving the line back, A-okay. Clayton running the 25 in the 501, slowing down a wee bit. Keith a 23 in the 50. Kenny a 22 in the 506. Mark a 22 in the 508.
30 seconds
30
left.
seconds to go. Coming up next, Mini B. Caution on the first jump, drivers on the wall. You can go.
Fifteen seconds left.
10 seconds now, drivers. 10 seconds. Do not slow down, drivers. Some of you still have 8 seconds remaining. Keep on going till you hear your name. Keep on going till you hear your name.
Clayton Schlinn's done.
There's Clayton. Here's Mark.
Warrior done. Kenny Brummett done.
Kenny and Keith, you get another one. Keep going, Keith. Keith, this will be your last one. Bring it on round. I thought you were going to make it for another one.
Schlinn's done.
And Clayton for the win at 25 in the 501, Keith at 24 in the 511, Kenny at 22 in the 502, and Mark the 22 in the 505. Coming to you live now, drivers Mini B, Heat 1, Race 7, looking for Lucas, Weston, Brent, Richard, Diana, and John. Marshals to the track, if I could have Clayton, Keith, Kenny, and Mark. Clayton, Keith, Kenny, and Mark will be all set and ready to go. Oh, Lucas, you pulled out a Mini B, right? Thank you.
Princess. Richard Carmichael. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
'Could I get everyone to make another check-in lap? I think it was maybe like the buggy transponders I had on the screen. Other side. No, on the other side of the jump. On that jump, the other side of it? Yeah. Little bye boy.
John Dushan.
Okay, I got John. Who is that? Who just drove? Oh, wait a minute. Duh. I mean, I'm having like a minor stroke, but it's okay.
John Dushan.
Okay. Well, who was that? Dang it.
Brent Hopkins.
John, you're in the pink, right? Can you make another lap? Can you make another lap? I swear I've been following you, but I guess I'm not. Okay, Weston, can I see you? Ah. Solve that one, Scooby.
Weston McCarty.
Yeah, we did line you guys up, that's right. 10. Last week was fun, though. Let's get you guys lined up and ready to go. It'll be Weston in the number 1, Brent in the 2, Richard 3, Diana 4, and John 5. Once again, that goes Weston 1, Brent 2, Richard 3, Diana 4, and John 5. All set? Alrighty, guys, we are lined up and ready to go. Your marshals are in place. Mini buggies. That's what the B stand. No, I'm so kidding. Mini B's on the tone in less than 5. I'm kidding. So judgmental. Give that straight line formation. I love the throttle discipline. Nobody jumping the strike there. Looking very good. Oh, the Mini B getting jumped out on the chicane. Cartwheeling, backflipping, grinding, and he's stuck. Clear for our blue one. Pink and white, I believe that's John. Oh my goodness, driving right into our drivers. Wide on the backstretch, all clear. There was one who ran away from all the pandemonium. It was the black and orange repping Beach Grove. Oh, I'm kidding. He might not be repping that. I don't know. Wait, no, it wasn't. It was a triple on the second jump. My goodness. You know, it's kind of funny. Like, 3 of them get into it. You think it'd be a big noise, but there's, like, no noise. It was Diana who ran off with that early lead. It's now Weston. Diana running second. John third. Brent fourth. Richard fifth.
4 minutes left.
1 minute now with 4 to go. Haha, we'll keep you busy, Clayton. $3:45 to go now, drivers. $3:45 to go. Weston, your leader, 21 in the 5. Oh, caution in the middle, off the first. I'm even wearing glasses. Wow, these are tiny. Oh, help him out. Oh, he jumped it. Okay. 3:25 to go now, drivers. 3:25. Weston at 20 in the 503. Weston black and orange. Wide on the back, all the way down. Wide all the way back. And then tight. Low. Oh, we might have a break. A little bit of a pit stop there on the right-hand side. He comes back. It's A-okay. Cool. All 5 still out in the game. Caution out on the far left. Clear on the far. 3 minutes remain. Now you are 2 minutes in. Caution on the left-hand side. It is Weston, the leader, black and orange. John running second, pink and white. Richard in the 3 at 15 in the 503. Diana running fourth at 15 in the 512. Caution the donut on the second jump. Donut on the second. Clean up the donut. 1 marshal in the field. Do watch out for the 1 marshal. Boogity. 2:30 to go now, drivers. You're halfway there. Everyone's still out here rolling. Oh, direct hit. Caution, we got a turtle out there in the center. We got a turtle. We're off on our shell. Back on the tires. Very nice. Caution out in the center. We're stuck under the ice. In the center. Fight for it. Caution off the second jump now, drivers. Second jump. Our number 2 in trouble. Oh, John, you're actually racing that buggy for position. You're both on the same lap. Oh, John, he's out of the track on the bottom left-hand side. Clayton, you got a car out of the track over there? Yeah. The leader breathing on some bumpers there. Caution off the second jump now. Caution off the first. Whoo, John soaring. And popping a wheelie out of it. Adding a little bit of style of your own there, John. Caution in the center now. Front flip. On to our final 60 seconds now, mini buggies. Final 60. Caution on that
1
second
minute
jump
left.
now. It is Weston, the leader, 21 in the 511. John, 17 in the 516. Richard, 16 in the 502. Diana's 13 in the 505. Brent of 12 in the 511.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go now, drivers. 45. Woo-hoo. Quick feet. Wide off that first jump, drivers. We're on the
30
wall.
seconds
Wide
left.
off the first. Oh no, now we're stuck on the car. Caution on the third jump. Clear on the first. Clear on the third. Got 2 marshals out on the field, left and right sides. All clear. 15 seconds remains now, drivers. 15 seconds. Caution on the second. Stay tight off of the jump. All clear. Oh, bear. A bear? Not a bear. I apologize. There's no bears on the field. That'd be kind of cool, though. Like if a bear.
Weston McCarty done.
Just saying. Weston is finished. Caution off the second
John
jump there.
Dustin done.
Second jump. There's John.
Brent
Brent
Hawkins
looking
done.
for Richard and Diana.
Richard Carmichael
Ooh,
done.
it sounded like we went out on the front. There's Richard. Here she comes. Ooh, it's going to say princess. I know it is.
Princess done.
Ooh, Princess done. Weston for the win at 20 in the 5-0. Richard a 17 in the 5-10. John a 16 in the 5-06. Diana 13 in the 5-19. And Brent the 12 in the 5-07. All right, it's 7:02. I'll see you guys in about 13 at 7:15. Ooh, on the front again. See you in about 13 at 7:15 with round number 2. 7:15. I'll be back.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
I've got Max checked in and ready to go. Still looking for Braxton.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
I do have 3 marshals out here.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Braxton, are we going to make it? I heard he's coming. There he is. What up? We get Braxton for 1 lap and you'll be set to get it lined up.
Braxton Brummett.
Just get it out of the way before the race starts, you know. Your lineup will be Braxton in the 1, Max in the 2. If you guys want to do your grid or line, I don't mind. Braxton in the number 1 spot. Alrighty, drivers, we are lined up and ready to go. I think. All set? Awesome. Marshals are in place, drivers on the tone in less than 5. Drivers are off. "30 seconds in, it is Braxton coming off the early lead. That black and blue buggy. Max running in the number 2 spot. Out there in the slash, black and white. Oh, gunmetal and blue. My bad. Gunmetal and blue. Braxton getting a little caught up on the 3rd jump there. Does make his way around.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes to go now, drivers. You were 1 minute in. Braxton hanging tough, running that 14.1 second fast lap. I don't have enough information on Max yet, but both drivers direct contact off of that 4th jump there on the left-hand side. Leader getting him around. Comes Max down the back. Slides out on that far right-hand side. Jumping back onto the back. Leader sitting on the back side of the table, off the 4th, left-hand side.
3 minutes left.
Our number 2 getting a little haywire there on the backstretch, but he keeps his line. Braxton running 18.510, 17.504. Max an 8 in the 5.27. Out of the track on the front stretch. Ooh, how's the shoulder? Oh, wrong way. There we go. Then for the marshals, do watch out for that ladder out there. She's quite dangerous. She's mean. She hits and bites.
She bites. Not in a good way. Like, I like to bite. This is a bad bite. That's a bad bite.
Our leader now getting a little crooked wing. It might be affecting the aerodynamics to the landings. Our number 2 getting
minutes
stuck on the
left.
third jump. Oh, he stopped. Good a little wing adjustment. Oh, it was caught. Understood. Understood. You watch the amount of throttle off those jumps. Make sure you're not sending it too far. Caution off that third there. Wide, wide, wide. There you go. Haha. 1 minute 15 now, drivers. Braxton running the 17 in the 511, a 13.7. Caution off the right hand side. Max an 8 in the 517, a 28.28. Caution on the backstretch.
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds coming to you live now, drivers. Final 60. Coming up next, Stock Slash Heat 1 Race 2. Stock Slash Heat 1 Race 2 coming up next. Braxton, the leader, 16 in the 504. Max an 8 in the 518.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds remain now, drivers. 45 to go. Both drivers gathered up together now, shooting down the back. Whew. We're both getting caught up a little bit here on the right-hand
30
side.
seconds left.
30 seconds to go. Leader Bear rolling down that mid. All clear for the leader. Is it all good?
15 seconds left.
Maybe? Yeah? Yeah, it's still all good. Caution on the front. That's pretty good. That's a double. This will be your last lap, drivers. Bring it on around for your final.
Braxton
There's
Brumman.
Braxton. And
Max
Max.
Murray done.
Braxton, a 15 in the 509. Max, an 8 in the 510. Coming at you live now, drivers, looking for this Stock Slash Heat 1 Race 2. Keith, Lucas, Clayton, Cameron, and John. Keith, Lucas, Clayton, Cameron, and John. If I could get Braxton in 3 volunteers, Braxton in 3. We'll be all set, ready to go on the marshals.
John Dushan. One minute to the start of the race. Cameron Wright. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Hey, Brent, are you marshalling again? Are you marshalling or no? Are you marshalling or no? Oh, you are? Cool.
15
Thank you.
seconds to the start of the race.
I've actually got all 4 of them now. I mean, if you want to relieve one of them over there, you can let them know, but at the moment I have 4.
Keith Schlentz. Clayton Schlentz.
Hey, Lucas. What you missing? There you go. Alrighty, drivers, we got you all checked in. Your lineup will be Keith in the number 1, Lucas in the 2, Clayton in the 3, Cameron in the 4, with John in the 5. Then Luke, number 2 spot. Oh, I hope you got insurance. I saw that. I'm a witness. I'm on red, white, and blue side. Saw that rear end. Huh? Yeah, but you got to get it out of the way beforehand, right? All right, drivers, we're lined up and ready to go. Your marshals are in place on the tone in less than 5. A nice straight line formation. No one jumping that strike. 2 wide off of the table. Everyone staying on those tires. Watch out for each other. Ooh, Keith and Clayton fighting for it. There's a push. Oh, an inside take. 3 wide over the wall. Oh, my goodness. Off the backstretch now. It's a turnover for a single. All clear now. All right, running away with a runaway rabbit. It is Cameron shooting down the backstretch, your early leader. Clayton running in the number 2 spot. Lucas in the 3, Keith 4, and John 5. Everyone running that straight line formation, still on the lead lap. Clayton pushing up on the leader now. Lucas coming up on Clayton. 1, 2, and 3 on the middle.
4 minutes left.
Clayton and inside on the leader. Clayton, your new leader. Black and white, the leader. Cameron pushing as well, the inside line. Oh, a little too wide, though. Cameron hanging tough in the number 2. Lucas fighting, trying to find a line around. He's in the 3 spot. Keith in the 4. John in the 5. Whoa, Cameron's tires stick it for him right there. Does give Lucas the number 2 spot. Puts Keith right on the bumper of Cameron there as they jump over the second jump. Oh, number 2 and 3 driving directly into each other. Comes around the jump though. All clear now.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes to go. Everyone's still on the lead lap. Nobody is down a lap. This is pretty nice with 3 minutes remaining. Clayton, your leader. That's the black and white Fox. Lucas putting the heat on now. Looking for an outside line pass. Very nice. But Lucas running the number 2 spot right on his bumper. Cameron in the 3, red and white, 72. John now in the 4, red, white, and blue. And Keith in the 5. Keith moving into the 3. The gap between 3rd and 2nd drastically closing. Cameron still, Lucas, I apologize. Lucas still looking for a line, breathing on the bumper of the leader, Clayton. Clayton is running that 19 in the 512. Lucas a 19 in the 513. Keith at 18 in the 501. John an 18 in the 503. Caution off the 3rd jump. All clear. Does remain on the tires. Cameron an 18 in the 507. Number 1 and 2 together, just stuck on the tire. Bounces off and drives off. Very nice. But that puts Keith for an inside line on the back. And Lucas back on the inside line. And they bump together a little bit. Does remain in that second for Lucas, third for Keith. Keith back on the inside in the middle. Inside on the third, he hangs tight. It looks like as they go down the back, caution on the third now, on the third. As they go down the back, Keith keeps in the second spot. Lucas now in the third. All clear off the third jump now, drivers, all clear. Keep tight on the fourth, stay tight on the
1 minute
fourth.
left.
Final 60 seconds coming into July, final 60. Clayton, black and white Fox, 19 in the 508. Keith, black and red, 19.512. Lucas on the bumper of Keith, 19 in the 512. Cameron,
45 seconds left.
red, white, 72. A turnaround on the back, very nice. Clayton, very nice. An 18 in the 511. And John out on the backstretch, and 13. Pulling. Got you. So race of
30
4.
seconds left.
Our number 2 getting stuck. Lucas getting the line now. Lucas moving in the number 2. Number 3 goes to English. Wow. Keith. Can't name. 15 seconds
left.
now, drivers. 15 seconds to go. Coming up next is the modified short course Heat 1, Race 3. MSC Heat 1, Race 3. Coming up next. Keep going till you hear your name, guys. Keep on driving.
Clayton Schlinn's done.
There's Clayton.
Luke Berg done.
Lucas.
Cameron Wright done.
Cameron and Keith.
Keith Schlinn's done.
A very tight, very fast-paced race. Clayton, 19 in the 506. Lucas, 19 in the 508. Keith, a 19 in the 513. Cameron, an 18 in the 510. Clayton running that 15 second fast lap. Lucas, a 14.4. Keith, a 14.9. And Cameron, I did miss your fast lap. I apologize on that. Modified short course coming into live now. Looking for Chris, Beckett, and Lucas. Marshals to the track if I can have Clayton, Keith, Cameron, and John. Clayton, Keith, Cameron, and John be all set and ready to go.
Chris Russell. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Luke Berg.
About 2 laps. I sat upside down for about 2 laps.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Like literally, I got passed by everybody twice. Yeah. It ain't your fault that they look at it.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Alrighty, drivers. Oh, MSC. I don't even have to line you guys up. Ha-ha. Get them rolling, get them going, get the separation you require to run the cleanest race you possibly can. You cross on the right-hand side after the tone, and you will be live. There's the tone. Nobody's live. There's Lucas, Chris, and Beckett. Everybody's live. Everybody's racing. Do you remember now, drivers, you are on your own times here. You do not physically have to be passed to lose position and or gain it. Looking for those nice, fast, clean, consistent laps. That's why we recommend for that space at the beginning. But it does look like we're getting in a straight line formation. One caution off of the number 2 jump. All clear. 60 seconds in with 4 minutes to go. It is
4 minutes
Beckett
left.
coming off that early lead, 23 in the 5:07. No, it's Chris. And Beckett fighting for it. 400ths of a second off of Chris's time. Running that 23 in the 5:10. Lucas a 20 in the 5:11. Your leader, Chris, red, orange, and white. Your number 2, red, black, and blue. Your number 3, blue, black, and yellow, 28. Three minutes now, drivers. 3 minutes. We're getting a lot of
3 minutes
separation for our
left.
drivers, but I'm getting some pretty fast and consistent laps out of everybody. I like to see it. Chris out there running that 13.0 second. Hard to hit at the strike wall. All clear. Chris running that 13.0 second fast lap. Beckett a 13.1. Lucas a 13.6. Little bumpity bumper cars out there on the third jump, but all clear. Running that straight line formation as we all three shoot down the backstretch. Two minutes now, drivers. 2
2 minutes
minutes.
left.
Chris a 23 in the 5:09. Beckett 700ths of a second off of his time. 23 in the 5:10. Lucas a 20 in the 5:04. It is a race for first, although they are very, very far apart on the track. When it comes down to their times, they're bumper to bumper. A minute 20 now, drivers. 120. Got one little group forming up on the first jump here, coming up in the center. Had some driver courtesy out there. Love to see it. Final 60 seconds coming at you live, drivers. Final 60. It is Chris hanging tough. 23
left.
in the 5:06. Hitting a 12.9 second fast lap. Beckett a 23 in the 5:10. 13.1. Lucas a 20 in the 5:05. 13.6. Coming at you guys live next. 4-wheel drive short
45
course.
seconds left.
Heat 1, race 4, 4-wheel drive short course. Heat 1, race 4 coming up next.
Seconds left.
30 seconds now, drivers. 30. Keep on going till you hear your name. Do not slow down when you hear the tone. Keep that race pace. Keep on rolling.
Seconds left.
10 seconds remaining now, drivers. 10 seconds to go. Well, roughly. I got someone out there with 15 seconds still. Keep on going, drivers. Do not slow down. Keep your pace. Everyone is alive. Everyone's still got laps to make.
Luke Burr done.
Lucas, you are finished. Everyone else, bring it around for one more. This is your last
Chris
lap.
Russell done.
There's Chris. And Beckett.
Beckett Russell done.
Chris for the win, a 23 in the 5:06. Beckett a 23 in the 5:09. Lucas a 20 in the 5:03. Coming at you live now, drivers. 4-wheel drive short course. Beckett, Chris, and Weston. Beckett, Chris, and Weston. If I could have Lucas and 3 volunteers. Lucas and 3 will be all set and ready to go on the marshals.
Weston McCarty. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Beckett Russell. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
Alrighty, I've got 2 drivers. If I get Lucas and 1 more volunteer, we'll be all set and ready to go. Looking for Lucas and 1 more volunteer on the marshals. Alrighty, we have all 3 drivers out here on the field. If I could get Lucas and 1 volunteer, we'll be all set and ready to go on the marshals. I've got Lucas on his way. Thank you, good sir. Looking for 1 volunteer. Oh, are you marshaling? Okay, got you. My bad. I do have 4 marshals. I lied. Alrighty, guys. We're lined up and ready to go. Well, marshals are ready to go. Drivers, get them rolling, get them going. Keep the separation you have. Cross on the right-hand side after the tone, and you will be live. There's the tone. Beckett is live. Weston is live. Chris is live. We're all live. We're all racing. Alright, we are 50 seconds in. It is Weston coming off the early lead, 24 in the 506. It's Beckett now in the lead. Weston in the number 2 spot, 24 in the 506. Chris running at 21 in the 50.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down with 4 to go now. Beckett that 12.3 second fast lap. Weston at 12.4. Chris at 13.2. Your leader out there in the black and yellow. Number 2, black and orange. Number 3, black and gold. A lot of speed for our 4-wheel drive short courses here. A lot of skill for them out here. They got to be very easy on their power for their jumps. Got to be sure not to oversend it, which we have not seen anyone do yet. Very nice, guys. A lot of separation back on the field for you guys. Turnover off the first table. Right on the tire, front stretch. Stay tight, 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 drivers off the first. All clear now, guys. All clear.
3 minutes left.
2 minutes down with 3 to go. It is Beckett hanging tough, 24 in the 501. Weston a 23 in the 502. Chris a 21 in the 506. Beckett on that 12-3 now. Weston 12-4. Chris 12-6. All three drivers bunched up together here coming off the last table. Straight line formation as we enter the backstretch. Shooting down the right-hand side across the strike.
There you go. Right there. Go ahead. Does your whole finger fit? Nice.
2:20 to go now, guys. 2:20.
Five by left by four. Too big, yeah. He blew it out.
2 minutes
2
left.
minutes now, drivers. Beckett, your leader, 24 in the 501. He's getting faster. A 12.2 second fast lap now. Weston, 23 in the 512. Chris, a 22 in the 514. Your leader shooting down the backstretch, black and yellow. You're number 2. Black and orange coming up the table, shooting down the back. You're number 3. Cross the strike, black and gold. Final 60 seconds now, drivers. Final 60. Stay calm, stay fast, stay clean. Do not slow down when you hear the tone. You guys will not be finished. It is Beckett the leader, Weston in second, Chris third. Coming up next, Stock Buggy Heat 1, race 5.
Left.
Chris ran into some trouble in the middle. All clear for Chris.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds now, drivers. 30.
Seconds left.
Do not slow down, drivers. Keep that race pace. Keep them rolling. Keep on going till you hear your name. Everyone is still alive. Keep on going.
Beckett, Russell done.
Beckett is finished. Weston is finished, and there's Chris. Beckett for the win at 24 in the 502. Weston 23 in the 508. Chris at 22 in the 505. Coming at you live now, drivers. Stock Buggy, Kenny, Mark, Peyton, John. Looking for Beckett, Weston, Chris, and one volunteer. Beckett, Weston, Chris, and a volunteer to the tractor
Mark
marshal.
Warrior. John Dushan. Kenny Brummett. Peyton Wright. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Wait, what did we pull up? Oh, we have a sensor in front of it. Never mind. It's got closer.
30 30 seconds to the start
All
of the
right,
race.
I've got Weston. I've got one volunteer looking for Chris and Beckett. We'll be set and ready to go. I've got two volunteers. Haha. If I get Chris or Beckett, we'll be set and ready to go on the marshals. Caution on the backstretch. Watch out on the back as you
15 seconds to the
practice.
start of the race.
All you? All you? All right.
Keep them rolling, keep them going, get the separation you require to run the cleanest laps you possibly can. You cross on the right-hand side after the tone, and you will be live. There's the tone. There's Peyton. Everyone else, you're not live. There's Kenny. Here's Mark and John. Everybody's live, everybody's rolling. We do have separation out here on the field. Love to see it. One little group forming up, but everyone else has been their separation. Caution off on the right-hand side, left-hand side. It's a guest marshal. Jack Black on the field. Everybody watching at home, it's Jack Black. Like the YouTube channel. It's great. Share it. Woo. All right, 4:20 to go. You're 40 seconds in. It's Kenny coming off the early lead. Peyton running the 2. Mark 3. John 4. Kenny a 23 in the 508. Peyton the 23 in the 509. Mark the 22 in the 510. John a 19 in the 502. Your leader is midfield off of the third jump. Your number 2 coming up this first table. Your number 3 coming off the third jump. And your number 4 shooting the first
4 minutes
table, the
left.
Batman buggy. 1 minute now with 4 to go. Drivers 1 down, 4 to go. Kenny 23 in the 502. Peyton 23 in the 507. 1 second off of Kenny. Mark a 22 in the 50. John a 21 in the 508. Mark 7/100ths of a second off of Peyton's time. Do you remember, drivers, we are on our own clocks here, so you don't have to be passed to lose or gain a position. Caution off the second jump, driver, second jump. Caution on the third now, on the third. That's one way for it. Little acrobatic movement out there. We do have Mark capitalizing. Mark taking the lead now. Oh, watch out on the backstretch. Low, low, driver, stay low. Very nice. Mark capitalizing, taking the lead. Peyton in the
3
second.
minutes
Kenny
left.
to the third. John running in the fourth. 2 minutes in with 3 to go. In the center now, drivers stay tight. Very nice, drivers. All clear in the center. Mark running that 23 in the 506 with a 12.6 second fast lap. Caution on the second jump. We're in a donut. Peyton running at 23 in the 510, a 13.1. Kenny a 22 in the 509, a 12.7. John a 20 in the 50, a 12.7. $2:30 to go now, drivers. You're halfway there. $2:30 to go. Caution on the third jump now. Double cut. Nope, single caution. My bad. All clear in the field now, drivers. All clear. Everyone now working with the separation. Everyone on those solo paths. We'd love to see it out there. She'll promise for some fast, clean laps for us.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remaining now, drivers. 2 minutes to go. Mark running a 23 in the 505. The lime green, your leader. Kenny 22 in the 503. Going into second, the dark blue. Peyton 22 in the 506. The white and purple with the blue. Johnny 20 in the 503. Wow. Black and yellow with the Batman symbols. Completely forgot what colors were for 4 seconds. A minute 30 remaining. Now we got 2 groups forming, 2 groups of 2 here. Your leader is going down the backstretch in the green. A minute 15 remaining. Oh my goodness, our number 2, airborne, 3 feet up, wide, wide, wide on the back, all the way down. Wide all the way down. All clear in the back now, drivers, all clear.
1 minute left.
Final 60 seconds coming at you live. Final 60. Mark 23 in the 506. Peyton 22 in the 504. Kenny 22 in the 510. John 20 in the 509. Coming up next, drivers, the Stock Buggy Heat 2 Race 6. Stock Buggy Heat 2 Race 6.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go now, drivers. 45.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds remaining as we get this straight line formation forming on the backstretch, shooting up into the center. Do not slow down when you hear the tone. Wait until you hear your name. We are on that rolling start.
15 seconds left.
Coming up, oh, I already told you that. Yeah, Stock Buggy Heat 2 Race 6 coming up next. You guys can start making your way. Keep on rolling. Oh, out of the track of the front stretch.
Peyton right done.
There's Peyton. Keep on rolling, drivers, till you hear your name. Keep on going.
John Dushin
There's
done.
John,
Mark Mortier done.
Mark, and Kenny.
Kenny Brummett done.
Mark for the win at 23 in the 508. Peyton a 22 in the 501. Kenny a 22 in the 512. John a 20 in the 503. Coming at you live now, driver Stock Buggy Heat 2 Race 6. Clayton, Kyle, Keith, and Chris. If I could have Mark, Peyton, Kenny, and John, we'll be all set for the marshals. Mark, Peyton, Kenny, and John.
Chris Russell. Clayton Schlintz. Keith Schlintz.
See that 182nd? Driving a 182nd. How much is that? Damn, can I see it?
1 minute to the start of the race.
You're telling me you paid $90 for something? Chihuahua? Kidding, I don't have a Chihuahua.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Were you just steering, or does this thing have
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yes, it's the first steering? Okay. I was like, dude, get it out of my hands. Why you got a gyro?
All right, Kyle. I've got an unknown transponder. I'm assuming it's you, but I want to
15
make
seconds
sure.
to the start of the race.
Blue and purple, right? Alrighty, I'm following you around. Thank you, good sir. Alrighty, drivers, get them rolling, keep them
Kyle
going,
Brummett.
get the separation you require to run the cleanest race you possibly can. I will wait until after that car gets flipped over, but you cross on the right-hand side after the tone, and you will be live. Do make sure you have the separation you require out there. There's the tone. Nobody is live. There's Kyle. There's Clayton. There's Chris. Here comes Keith. Everybody's live. Everybody's racing. Bear rolling off of the first lane. It's on a buggy. Caution off of the first jump into the center. Oh, very nice miss. Taking that inside line. All right, we are almost flipped it all the way over. Caution out in the center now in the front. Center in the front. Here Peyton comes to save the day. I don't judge. 1 minute down with 4 to go. It is Chris coming off of that early lead. Chris, your leader. He's running the black and yellow. Black and yellow. Black. No, I'm kidding. Black and yellow red out there shooting down the back. Keith running the number 2 spot. Keith, I don't have your buggy memorized. I feel kind of bad about this. But it's the light blue and white shooting down the back. Kyle does slip into the number 2 spot now, though. Kyle out there in the light blue and purple shooting down across the strike. And your number 4, Clayton, in the red and orange. Chris running the 24 in the 505. Kyle, 24 in the 509. Keith, 24 in the 506 goes into second. Kyle 24 in the 509 now in third. Clayton 22 in the 511. First, second, and third within 1.3 seconds of each other. All 3 drivers included. Keep those nice, fast, clean laps, drivers. Although you are far apart on the track, you are not far apart when it comes to your times.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes to go. Caution off the second jump. Now drivers second jump. Clear going into the center. Now drivers clear in the center. You guys are chasing Clayton's TQ of a 25 in the 501. This was set in round 1, race number 2, I think? Yeah. Chris right now on pace, 24 in the 504. Kyle, 24 in the 508. Keith, 24 in the 508. Clayton, a 22 in the 510. Barry rolling off the first one, tied off the first jump. Very nice, very nice.
2 minutes left.
All clear in the field now, drivers all clear with 2 minutes remaining. It is Chris hanging tough, black and yellow with the red. Yeah, black, yellow, red. I almost forgot the colors. 24 in the 503. He's got that 12.2 repeating fast lap. Keith running a 24 in the 507. 12.1. He's just a wee bit faster. Kyle running a 23 in the 501 and 11.9. Look at you go. And then Clayton out there, 23 in the 509. 11.6. He's quick. $120 remaining now, drivers. $120 to go. Watch the carpets on the second jump, drivers. Carpets on the second jump. Keep it wide if you can. It looks like the inside line's a little hairy. All clear on the inside line now on that second jump. All clear on the second jump.
One minute left.
Final 60 seconds coming at you live now, drivers. We got the straight line formation shooting down the back across the first. It is Chris, your leader, 24 in the 503. Keith, a 24 in the 506. 2.2 seconds off of Chris's time. Clayton, a 23 in the 502. Wide off the second, wide off the second. Very nice. And Clayton running the 23 in the 502. Kyle, Clayton, 0.2 seconds off of Kyle's time. Roughly 35 seconds to go, drivers. Do not slow down. Keep that racer's pace when you hear the tone. Keep going till you hear your name.
30 seconds left.
Coming up next is the Mini B Heat 1 Race 7. You guys can start making your way. The mini buggies can start coming on down. Jamal! What up? So you can watch the live stream later. You're going to hear me say your name. Keep on rolling, drivers. Keep on racing. Keep your pace. Do not slow down. Everyone is still alive.
Kyle Brummett
There's
done.
Kyle. There's Clayton.
Clayton Schlen's done.
Looking for Chris and Keith. Keep rolling. This will be everyone's last
Russell
lap.
done.
Finish your lap. There's Chris. And
Schlen's
Keith.
done.
Chris for the win, 24 in the 505. Keith 24 in the 505. 7 hundredths of a second off of Chris's time. A very close one right there for first. Kyle a 23 in the 501 and Clayton a 22 in the 501. Coming at you live now, drivers. Mini B, Weston, Richard, John, Diana, and Brent. Weston, Richard, John, Diana, and Brent. Marshals, if I could have Chris, Keith, Kyle, and Clayton. Chris, Keith, Kyle, and Clayton will be all set and ready to go for the Mini Bs.
Weston McCarty. John Dushan.
Oh, you better be. Yeah, you might want to get it off there. I don't even think they can see it. You could probably bring it back here.
Stay low on the back stretch all the way down. Oh, you're not. Okay, you're good.
You're good. You're clear. Bring it back. Bring it back. Hurry. Is that as fast as it goes? Are you serious? That's as fast as it goes? Yeah, you might. Oh.
Wide, wide, wide all the way down the back. Wide on the back stretch.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Oh. Oh, he's hunting for you. He's trying to get you. It's like a little, of course.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Can I see the control?
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh my god. Did you hear that? He said that little car's got more power than his Prius, believe it or not.
Looking for Richard, Diana, and oh no, Brent's over there. Huh? Oh, 1 minute. I thought you said you weren't making it. I was like, what? No way. You're race number 7.
I'm out on the.
Brent Hopkins.
Which is why I couldn't steer before.
Richard Carmichael.
We've got a Richard looking for Diana. Daddy Diana. She loves that song.
Princess.
I promise. Uh-huh. We can do Sweet Caroline instead. I didn't even have to sing it and someone went bum bum bum. How'd it go? It goes, Sweet Caroline. Hey, I got 2 of them. I like it. Haha. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. 1, 2. Oh, Diana, what happened? Really? Will you make the main? Maybe? Like just for this race, right? Like not the main event? Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's get you guys lined up then. I'm out 2 racers. It'll be Weston in the 1, Richard in the 2, and Brent in the 3. Weston 1, Richard 2, Brent 3. Alrighty, drivers, we are lined up and ready to go. Ooh, I like that lineup. It looked good. Lined up and ready to go on the backstretch. Marshals in place. Mini B's on the tone in less than 5. And they're off in the straight line formation. No 2 wides off the first jump. Straight. Oh, the leader. A little too wide for the double trouble off the start. Do watch the user reverse out there. Oh, a little wobbly. All clear though, making their lines. Who's running away with it? I think it's Richard. Is it Richard? It's Weston. It's Weston? No, it's... Wait, what? Shouldn't that be Richard? and then Weston on his bumper. There's Weston taking the inside line for the lead, but it should have been Richard leading. Yeah, Richard, you missed a lap there, buddy. I'm sorry. Give it back to you. There you go. But as of right now, it is Weston in the lead, shooting down the backstretch, black and orange. Richard in the number 2 spot, yellow, blue, and white. Your third driver, the dark blue, Brent, running up in the center on the chicane. Chicane. It's a fun word. Our leader getting stuck on the donut right there. I know you guys are tiny, but I
4
can still
minutes
see
left.
you. Watch the use of reverse out there. 1 minute down with 4 to go. It is Weston. Weston hanging tough. Why did that confuse me? Black and orange coming up the third jump. 24 in the 511. Now you guys are chasing Weston's TQ from round 1. It was a 20 in the 5.0. You guys have gotten drastically faster. Weston for the 24 in the 512. Richard a 21 in the 506. Brent a 14 in the 504. Brent running into some trouble out there on the left-hand side. All good and ready to go. All 3 drivers back. Oh, whoa. How did that happen? Caution on the first. Oh, my goodness. I'm wearing glasses. I should be able to see these things. Turn around out there on the
3
left-hand
minutes
side.
left.
3 minutes to go. Caution off that first jump there. It is Weston 23.505. Richard 25.0. Brent 12.507. A lot of separation for our buggies out here right now. That's exactly what we're looking for. Those nice solo lines. Caution on the 4th jump there, drivers. 4th jump. 2:30 to go. You are halfway there. I always like driving the solo line anyway. Then I didn't have to worry about hitting anything else. I'm a very bad driver, though. Caution on that first jump there. All clear. Caution on the 4th. Oh, no. Two minutes
minutes
remaining
left.
now, drivers. 2 minutes. Weston, black and orange. On the 4th jump, your leader, he shoots down the back. Richard in the 2nd, yellow, white, and red. Brent in the 3rd, dark blue. Weston in that 23 in the 508. Richard at 19 in the 510. Brent at 12 in the 511. Out of the field on the front stretch for our leader. He does have about a 2-lap lead over Richard, though. He should be
1
good.
minute
1
left.
minute, your final 60 seconds coming at you live. Weston, black and orange, 22 in the 511, a 13.2 second fast lap. Richard at 19 in the 506, a 15.0 second. Caution out there on the front stretch, though. Stay tight, drivers. Stay tight. Brent running the
45
12 in the
seconds left.
513, a 19.6 second fast lap. Caution on that second
30
jump,
seconds
driver.
left.
Second jump. 30 seconds remaining. $15 seconds.
15 seconds left.
Did he just say 13? That's a weird number to call out. Huh? Oh. Caution on the second jump there, drivers. On the second. Very nice aversion there. Should be everybody's last lap. Unless someone's got some NOS in the tank I didn't know about. Nope. Okay. Bring it on around for your final lap, drivers.
Richard Carmichael done.
There's Richard.
Weston McCarty done.
Weston. And that's the race. Weston for the win at 22 in the 508. Richard at 19 in the 505. Brent at 12 in the 510. Alrighty, drivers, we're at 8:16. I will see you guys at 8:26. I don't know, maybe. It's 8:17. I'll do it again. I'll see you guys in 13 minutes, 8:30, round number 3, your main events.
Braxton Brummett. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Alright, looking for my marshals. If I could get Weston and
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Marshall?
I've got Weston. If I could also get Richard
30
and
seconds to
John,
the start
my
of the
two
race.
other mini B drivers, Richard and John. Actually, I didn't think about it. It's only two drivers, Richard or John. I can do it with just three. I mean,
15
Just two?
seconds to the start of the race.
will you be good on that side by yourself? Will you be good by yourself over there? All right. Let's do it. It'll be Braxton in the 1, Max in the 2. Let's get you lined up. Oh, and then just a friendly reminder for all the mains, we will be heads up. No rolling starts for any of your mains. Alrighty, guys, you are lined up and ready to go. Marshals are in place. Novice A mainers on the tone in less than 5. And they're off. Caution out on the front stretch now, drivers on the front. Clear.
Hey, Chris. Is he on training mode? Is he on training mode? No? I tried saying it on the mic, but I don't think it worked.
4 minutes left.
He's got his stuff to slow down a lot better now. I think he's still holding it full out, but I don't think I can hear him come off without it. Full up.
Double trouble as we shoot down the backstretch. We got Braxton making his 5th lap here. Max coming around. Braxton has that 15.0 second fast lap. Maxie 26.26. Both drivers bunched up together as we go come over the 4th one. As they shoot down the back, it is the buggy your leader. The truck in 2nd.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes remain on drivers, 3 minutes to go. .230 to go now, drivers. You are halfway there. Very nice inside. Very nice. It is Braxton, your leader, 19 in the 513. Max and 11 in the 526. Caution off the 4th. All clear.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remaining now, drivers. 2 minutes to go. It is Braxton with that 13.4 second fast lap. Max a 26.0. Leader getting turned over off of the 1st. All clear. Oh, bottom, top, left side, top left. Final 60 seconds coming
1
to you
minute
live,
left.
drivers. Your final 60. It is Braxton, your leader, 19 in the 508. Max and 11 in the 525.
45 seconds left.
Coming up next is the stock slash A main. Stock slash A main coming up next. Caution off the third jump now, off the third. We're keeping you busy, Weston. Ha ha ha.
30 seconds left.
Ruh-roh.
15 seconds left.
You guys should have one more lap after this one. Keep on going. Bring it on round, drivers. One more.
Braxton Brummett done.
There's Braxton. Here comes Max. And there's Max.
Laurie done.
Braxton for the win in 18 in the 506. Max at 11 in the 534. Coming at you live now, driver stock slash A main. Looking for Clayton, Lucas, Keith, Cameron, and John.
Clayton Schlentz.
Clayton, Lucas, Keith, Cameron, and John. Marshals to the track. If I could get Braxton and 3 volunteers. Braxton and 3 will be all set. Braxton and 3 will be all set on the marshals.
Cameron Wright. Keith Schlentz. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
John, are we going to make it?
30 seconds to the start of the race. Luke Burr.
John Duchesne? John Duchesne?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Why? Really? Interesting, okay. Was he
Alrighty then, let's go ahead and get you guys lined up. It'll be Clayton in the 1, Lucas in the 2, Keith in the 3, Cameron in the 4. Clayton 1, Lucas 2, Keith 3, Cameron 4. Are we happy? Deep breaths. It's definitely going to be a close race all throughout. We got 4 very evenly matched competitors here. Drivers are lined up. Marshals are in place on the tone in less than 5. And they're off, starting off in that straight line formation. We do go 2 wide at the beginning of the double of the table there. All clear though. Our leader, Clayton, turning over. Keith capitalizing. Clayton does drop down to the number 4 spot. Keith taking the lead here as he shoots down the backstretch. It is Lucas on his bumper. Cameron running in the 3 spot now. Turnover off, double turnover off of the first jump. That's a single turnover off of the first. Does give Clayton the number 3, Cameron down to the 4. It is Keith, your leader, red and black. Your number 2, Lucas, right on his bumper in the rock and roll. That Hawaiian style body. Your number 3,
4
black and
minutes
white
left.
Fox, Clayton. And your number 4, Cameron in the red and white 72. Lucas on the bumper of the leader. The race for the lead happening on the back. Oh, he jams himself into the leader. Separate him, Marshall. Separate him. Marshall's coming to separate you. The number 3 comes around. Oh, he gets stuck in the wall. Clayton does get in front of him, though. Yes, indeed. Our number 3 does capitalize. Take the lead now. It is Clayton, your leader. Keith retains. He stays in the spot he was in, but he's in second now. And then Lucas going to third. Very tight racing. Our number 2 getting caught on the wall. Does give Lucas the number 2 back. Keith now in the number 3, but a very close 3. Clayton, back your leader.
3 minutes left.
With 3 minutes to go now. 3 minutes. Lucas almost looking like he was going for a outside pass there. Does slow down a little bit. Looks for a different angle. Our number 2 getting stuck on the donut. It's a tire, not a donut. I must be hungry. It was Keith going into the number 2 for a corner. Does get it taken away. But looking on the inside right here on the third jump, he pushes him a little outside. Keith, very nice there. Going around the outside there. Lucas now hunting down for the number 2 again. Clayton still running away though, but they're still in the race, trailing him by just 2 seconds. Number 2 and 3, but closest race on the field right now. Third to second.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes remain. Now drivers 2 minutes to go. Black and white, your leader out there. Clayton rocking it. Keith running in the number 2, red and black. Lucas on his bumper in the rock and roll, that Hawaiian style body. And Cameron in the number 4 spot down the backstretch. Oh, the number 2 and 3. They're all clear. Keith, I don't know how you made it out of that. I figured you would have got stuck. He said, I don't either. Whoa! Oh no! Back on the third jump. Lucas for the speed was going for an outside line pass, just a little too high there. Does turn it over off the third jump. Now this is surprising. This is the first time all night. We have a lot of separation in the slash class. A lot of separation for all the drivers. Coming on the final 60 seconds. Final 60. It is Clayton, black and
1
white
minute
Fox,
left.
your leader. Keith, red and black, number 2. Lucas in the Hawaiian, that rock and roll style, number 3. And Cameron, red and white 72, number 4. 50 seconds remain. Coming up next, the modified short course A-Main, MSC A-Main.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go.
Seconds left.
30 seconds.
Seconds left.
Keep on going till you hear your name, drivers. This should be your final lap, but keep going till you hear your name.
Luke Burr done.
There's Lucas.
Clayton Schlenz
Clayton.
done.
Keith.
Schlenz done.
And Cameron.
Wright done.
Clayton for the win at 19 in the 509. Keith at 19 in the 512. Lucas an 18 in the 503. Cameron an 18 in the 514. Coming at you live now, drivers. MSC A-Main, Chris, Beckett, and Lucas. If I could have Clayton, Keith, Cameron, and one volunteer. Clayton, Keith, Cameron, and one volunteer would be all set on the marshals.
Beckett Russell.
He was pushing. I thought he was getting that outside pass here at the center, and then it
Chris
turned
Russell.
up. I couldn't help but yell a little bit.
One minute to the start of the race.
No.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
Okay.
Luke Burr.
Understood. Naturally, right? Everyone else, don't turn over on the left-hand side. It's dangerous. Alrighty. It'll be Chris in the 1, Beckett in the 2, Lucas in the 3. Drivers are lined up and ready to go. Your marshals are in place. Modified short course A Bainers on the tone in less than 5. Not quite a straight line formation off of the start, but everyone remaining on their tires here. As stated, Luke is a little bit heavy on that last jump there. All clear for him. But this is our heads-up race. It is Chris coming off that early lead. Beckett running the number 2 spot. Lucas in the 3. One minute in with 4 to go. It is Chris hanging tough with that early
4
lead,
minutes
running
left.
that 13.02 fast lap. Beckett, a 13.5. Lucas, a 14.3. Your leader out there, the orange, white, and red. Your number 2, the black, blue, and white. Your number 3, the blue and yellow 28. Three minutes
3
remaining
minutes
now,
left.
drivers. 3 minutes to go. We are getting one group out here. Coming up the chicane out in the middle. It's the leader in the number 3 car. Oh, caution off the 3rd jump now. 3rd jump. All clear. Stay wide off the 4th. Wide off the 4th. Oh, turn around. Aha. He said I was getting out of your way, not for you to turn over. All right, you guys are halfway there. Chris hanging tough. 12.7 second pass up. Caution. The leader in trouble out there. Beckett running in second at 13.2. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a race for first as they shoot down the backstretch. Lucas running the third, a 13.5. But Beckett now breathing on the bumper of Chris. He's putting the heat on. He turned the stove on and left it open. We can all feel the heat. Chris is like, no, no, no. He's putting more separation in between. He says, get away from me. Beckett two wheels it just a wee bit on the third jump. Does give Chris the opportunity to run away a little bit more. Chris running that 12.7 second fast lap steal. Beckett a 13.1. Lucas a 13.5. Final 60 seconds coming to you live now, drivers. Final 60. It is Chris the leader, 22 in the 5.0. Beckett on his bumper, 0.07 of a second behind him. Lucas running that 20 in the 5.03. Coming up next, four-wheel drive short course, A-Main. Four-wheel drive short course. Caution on the front stretch.
45 seconds left.
Ooh, almost on the back stretch. Our number 2 getting a little squirrely out there.
I thought he went over. I thought he did like barrel roll and land it. Oh, okay, okay.
30 seconds left.
When I looked, he was on the hood.
Whoa, soaring out of the middle. Does get back in his line, though. 30 seconds to go. Four-wheel drive short courses, you guys can start making your way.
15 seconds left.
Bring it on around, guys. Keep on going till you hear your
Russell
name.
done.
There's Beckett.
Chris Russell
There's
done.
Chris and Lucas.
Luke Burr done.
Chris for the win, a 23 in the 5.12. Beckett a 22 in the 5.02. Lucas a 20 in the 5.14. Four-wheel drive short course A-Main coming to you live now. Beckett, Chris, and Weston. Beckett, Chris, and Weston. If I could have Lucas and 3 volunteers, we'll be set ready to go in the marshals. Lucas and 3.
Weston McCarty.
He integrated it all into the mic instead of in the computer audio.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Comes into the microphone. If I like face it this way, you could like hear distances of it.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. Beckett Russell. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Chris Russell.
I've got all my marshals, all 4 of them. 4-wheel drivers, meet me on the backstretch. It'll be Beckett in the 1, Chris in the 2, Weston in the 3. Once again, Beckett 1, Chris 2, Weston 3. The black and gold making its comeback. Black and yellow, and then black and orange. Alrighty, drivers, we are lined up on the backstretch, ready to go. Your marshals are in place. Drivers on the tone in less than 5. They're off on that straight line formation, keeping it too wide as we come on the first jump. Back into straight line over the second. There was a position change. It was Weston into the 2. I believe Chris into the 3. Yes, indeed. And then it is Beckett who's running away with it, black and yellow. The Rockstar body. Oh, it is a Rockstar. I should have known that. Duh. Chris on the inside pass there on the 4th jump. Very nice. He goes up to the 2nd spot. Closest race on the field, 3rd to 2nd here. They're throwing it back and forth. But Chris now trying to run away a little bit with it coming out of these tight turns. And then you got Beckett out here just putting this separation in between the drivers.
Four minutes left.
Oh, a lot of power. Get back in the center. Thank you very much. Do watch out on the power. 4-wheel drive. They have the power to shoot them out of the track. Almost did it there. .330 to go now, drivers. .330 to go. It is Beckett who comes off with that early lead, running a 12.1 second fast lap. We'll see if he's able to touch that 11.9. Chris running the 12.6 in second. Weston a 12.6 in third. 4-wheel drives definitely displaying the power they have to offer as they shoot and power down the backstretch.
Minutes left.
3 minutes remaining. Now we have a lot of separation in between our drivers. Just exactly what everyone wants. Those nice clean lines. Not having to worry about anything. Beckett the leader, black and yellow. Chris gold and black. Weston black and orange. Running those nice fast clean laps. Beckett's still hanging tough with that 12.1. Chris 12.6. Weston 12.6. Two minutes remaining now, drivers. 2 minutes to go. Beckett the leader. Chris 6 seconds off. Weston 2.5 behind Chris. Closest race on the field at the moment. 3rd to 2nd. That's coming up the 4th jump right now, shooting down the backstretch. Our number 2 turning over. Number 3 getting into the number 2 spot. It is a race for second yet again. Weston going to the 2. Chris in the 3. A minute 15 remains. On our final 60 seconds now. Beckett hanging tough in the black and yellow. Weston turning over in the center. A self-car marshal. But it does give Chris the number 2, Weston to the 3. I love the self-car marshals. It's so great. They work out so well.
45 seconds left.
40 seconds, Weston fighting. He's not letting up too much. There's not a lot of separation being put in between. So there's still a chance. Beckett
30
coming around
seconds
trying to
left.
put our drivers a lap down. I see you, Beckett. He said, I'm going to just hang out back here. 20 seconds now, drivers. 20. Coming up next is the stock buggy A-Main. I got the 8 stack drivers. They love me for it. I know they do,
15
right?
seconds left.
No? Okay. They might hate me. He's pushing hard, coming up on the final laps here. This should be the last lap. Oh no! Double trouble on the... Chris gets turned around. Beckett gets
Beckett,
Marshall. Oh,
Russell
not
done.
Beckett. Wow. Weston gets Marshall. Bring it around.
Weston McCarty done. Chris Russell done.
A turnover off the last lap, but it is Beckett for the win. A 24.505. Weston for second. 23.509. And Chris a 23.509. The race is over, but on the last lap, the table turnover. The Marshall gave the advantage there. Very nice. Wow. Wow. Stock buggy A-Main coming at you live now. The 8 stack. If I got any
Clayton
volunteer
Schultz.
marshals other than 4 who want to come out, that'd be great. Looking forward. Clayton, Chris, Keith, Kyle, Mark, Peyton, Kenny. Oh, it's only a 7 stack because John did leave. So there's that. There is that. So we're looking for Clayton,
Schultz.
Chris, Keith, Kyle, Mark, Peyton, and Kenny. And
Mark
if I
Warrior.
could have
Clayton Schlitz.
Beckett, Weston, and
Keith
2
Wright.
volunteers will be set and ready to go.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Chris Russell. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Kyle. One more time. We're in the blue and purple, right? I don't know why I have to keep double checking your transponder. Alrighty, I got you.
Kyle Brummett. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
What'd you say? We're looking good out there, drivers. Meet me on the backstretch. Oh, we do got one little caution out there, right in front of the first. Yep, he's got it. Alrighty. It'll be Clayton in the number 1 spot, Chris in the 2, Keith 3, Kyle 4, Mark 5, Peyton 6, Kenny 7. Once again, that goes Clayton 1, Chris 2, Keith 3, Kyle 4, Mark 5, Peyton 6, Kenny 7. Hey, Lucas. Can I get you to volunteer as a 6th? Sweet. Haha, I've got 6 marshals. I'm so happy. He's ready to catch. But I'm sending another one over there who's also ready. Haha. Are you serious? Oh. No comment. I sell them day and night. I can't comment on that. I got the LD2s, I got the mod, got the stock, but we also got those B63, B63Ds. Oh, was it not on? That's a problem if it turns itself off. Alrighty, drivers, we are lined up and ready to go. Your marshals are in place. Thank you to your volunteers. Drivers on the tone in less than 5. I love the throttle discipline. Oh, we're doing some acrobatic movement off of the start. We're running straight line all the way down. 3 jumps so far. No 2. There's a 2 wide on the table there. Very nice. So we did have one little pass going on, but off of lap number 1, it runs Clayton, Keith, Chris, Kenny, Kyle, Mark, and then Peyton. Double trouble off of the first one. Back into the center now. Love the driver courtesy out there. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Caution offered. Tony Hawk grinding on the rails. All clear. Back in the center now. On the far, nope, all clear on the right. Clear in the center. Triple trouble there. Wide, wide, wide off that third jump. You should be clear. Yep.
4 minutes left.
A lot of power out there off the left-hand side. All clear off the left. 1:15 in. It is Clayton the leader. Chris running second. Mark third. Keith fourth. Peyton fifth. Kyle sixth. Kenny seventh. Clayton 8 and 11. Oh my goodness. Clayton in 11.9. Chris the 12.5. Mark at 13.1. Keith the 12.5. Peyton at 13.1. Kyle a 12.4. And Kenny a 12.7. Overall, we've got some very evenly matched competitors out here. Some fast laps all throughout. Closest race on the field right now, fourth to third. Caution in the chicane out there in the center. Chicane split it. Double caution now in the chicane. Direct hit. Watch out in the chicane. All clear now out in the chicane. You're good. Run it back.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes to go now, drivers. 3 minutes remain. Woo, quick feed out of there. Very nice. Love the quick feed. It is Clayton, the leader, hanging tough. Chris running second, 3 seconds off. Keith third, 3 seconds off. Pull it, pull it. Peyton running fourth, 5 off. Mark breathing on the bumper of Peyton. Kyle breathing on the bumper of Mark. Race coming across the first jump right there. Going on the second in the center. Very close racing. Fourth, fifth, and sixth as we shoot down the backstretch now. Got Kyle looking, I thought he was going for an outside line pass there. That's some power if you get the outside line pass. Mark slipping around Kyle there. Mark getting an advantage. Into the center now. Oh, Mark getting stuck on the ice. Caution on the ice. Weston, the quick feed. Caution on the front stretch. Tight, tight, tight. Little, very nice miss. Stay tight. All clear now, drivers. All clear. On the first jump, wide off the first. Very nice miss, guys. Low on the back. We got to bounce off the wall. All clear on the wall. Looks like we are all clear on the field now, drivers. All clear. A minute 40 remains now. 1:40. Clayton, the leader. Close racing for the lead now. Back in the first jump on the first. Clear off the first. Very nice, Weston. Oh, my goodness. Your race for the lead. Shooting across the middle. Orange and red, the leader. Black, yellow, and red. Less than a second off him. 0.07 of a second. He can almost smell the breath. Keith running in the third spot. Caution out there off the third jump. Third jump. Caution off the second as well. Double caution on the second. Clear on the third. Clear off the second. 2 marshals out on the field, though. Do watch out for your marshals. Back on that second jump in the chicane. Keep it tight in the chicane. Clear.
1 minute left.
Like I hit him with a defibrillator. Clear. Straight line formation. This is kind of nice to see. All drivers shooting down that backstretch for the final 60 seconds. Clayton is the leader. Your leader's in the mix of it. He's not even in the front of the line. Kind of scary for us. Caution off on the right side. Just keep going. At that point, yeah, keep going. Keith running the number 3 spot. Kyle the 4. Peyton 5. Mark 6.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds. Stay calm, stay fast, stay clean. We're, oh no, back on the backstretch, getting kind of hairy. Whoa, we rode him on the roof. Very nice. That was cool. Back on the front on the first jump. Do watch out for each other in the final seconds. We're all tight racing here.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds. Got 3 groups. Oh, we're stuck wings together. Double turnaround. All clear now. Keep on going till you hear your name. Keep on going till you hear your name. There's Peyton.
Mark Morty, you're done.
Watch out on the back. Oh, very nice. Very nice, guys. Keith,
Russell done.
Mark, and
Kyle
that's the
Brown's
race.
done.
That's everybody. I couldn't even keep up.
Michelin's done.
Clayton for the win, a 24 in the 508. Chris, a 23 in the 505. Keith, a 22 in the 505. Kyle, a 22 in the 508. Peyton, a 21 in the 501. And Mark, a 21 in the 501. Wow, that was some very fast pace. A lot of action happening on it there. Some very fast paced laps going on. Clayton able to hang tight though. I think he held first the whole race there. That was very impressive. Chris though chasing him down mid skirts of that race. Mini Buggy A-Main coming at you live now. We're gonna shrink things down a scale. Let me get Weston, Richard, John, Diana, and Brent. Weston, Richard, John, Diana, and Brent. Marshals, if I could have Clayton, Chris, Keith, and Kyle. And we'll be set for those marshals. Clayton, Chris, Keith, and Kyle.
Princess. 1 minute to the start of the race. Weston McCarty. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Richard Carmichael. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
We've got Weston, Richard, and Diana looking for
15
Brent.
seconds to the start of the race.
Are you my last marshal? We've got our final marshal. We need one more to check in.
Brett Hopkins.
Awesome. Got a square up. All right, meet me on the back, drivers. We'll get you lined up. It'll be Weston in the 1, Richard 2, Diana 3, and Brent 4. Once again, Weston 1, Richard 2, Diana 3, and Brent 4. Wait, is that copyrightable? I don't think so, right? No way. No way. That's got to be in the public domain. If that's not in the public domain, I swear to God. I'm going to Google it later. Alrighty, drivers, we are lined up and we're ready to go. Your marshals are in place. Mini Buggies. Well, that don't work too well. Mini BA Mainers on the tone in less than 5. That throttle discipline. You guys are impressive out there. Looking at a lot of separation for our buggies out here at the moment. It is Weston who has come off of that early lead. Richard running in the 2. Oh, we got a caution somewhere. I don't know where it's at, though. I'm sorry. Oh, it was in a hole. There's a few holes out there. Caution out there on the 3rd. Jump now, drivers on the 3rd. Clear off the 3rd. Back on the ice. Ice, ice, baby. Got 2 groups forming now. One shooting down the backstretch, the other now just entering the backstretch. It is 1 minute in with 4 to go. Weston the leader. Richard in 2nd, 3 seconds off. Diana in 3rd. Brent in 4th. Looking at a lot of separation here yet again, but give it about 45 seconds. We should have a group. Caution off the 3rd. Clear. Ooh, Richard's bullying Diana. I saw that. Ooh, she gonna get you back to. Oh. Oh, pop it back in, please. Maybe. Is that how that works?
3 minutes left.
3 minutes to go. It's about the extent of my French. Toi. Pit stop not going too well. It's going to be a partnership pit stop. Dual rates may apply. Well, he got it. He got it in like 4 seconds. He said, I'm used to it. Okay, okay. Fair, fair, fair. He said, I know the magic touch. Wide, wide, wide on the back. Wide. Wow. Oh, dang it. Caution in the middle. My bad. They're so tiny. What just got
2
hit?
minutes left.
Something got smacked. I don't know what it was. 2 minutes ago, now drivers. 2 minutes ago, black and orange. Beach Grove, possibly, running the lead. That 13 1 second. Dude, if you get a 12-5, that's impressive. Richard running in second, a 14-6. Brent, a 17-9. Diana, a 24. Caution out there off the third. All clear. Oh, Pete stop. Caution off the second now, drivers. Tied off the second. Caution in the center on the chicane. Double on the chicane. Ooh, triple because
1
the human
minute
fell
left.
down. All clear for the human. I mean the marshal. Well, the marshal is human. 50 seconds remaining now, drivers. 50 seconds to go. Weston the leader. Richard in second. Brent third.
45
Diana fourth.
seconds left.
Oh, well, 45 seconds ago, I guess. That dude's bossy. Caution off the first, second. Can't count. All clear. In
30
the center.
seconds left.
Clear in the center. 30 to go. Uh-oh. Weston's on a pit stop.
Fifteen seconds left.
Later, guys. Caution off the first now. Oh, around the wall. There we go. This should be the final lap. Bring it on, round drivers.
Weston McCarthy.
There's
done.
Weston.
Richard Carmichael.
Richard.
done.
Diana.
Princess done.
And
Brent
Brent.
Hawkins done.
Weston for the win on 19 in the 507. Richard an 18 in the 510. Brent a 13 in the 523. And Diana a 12 in the 517. And with that, drivers, that does conclude this evening's racing program. We here at NDRC would like to thank you for spending your Saturday evening with us. If you have been joining us on the